time for us to go through how to get corrupted mods. Now we have 2 Warframes available to us at the point of this series. I'm sure if you're coming into this kind of later on and you've done more, you may have other Warframes that you might want to choose for this. But best options, in my opinion, are going to be Rhino, which I already have built, or Limbo, and mine is still in the Foundry, so we're going to go with this with Rhino. Both of them pretty good. Both of them have the kind of advantages, disadvantages. Limbo is technically almost invulnerable for the majority of the mission, so really, really handy. But Rhino will put out more damage because of one of his powers. So, first things first, what we'll need to do is we'll need to go to a clan dojo. I don't think there's any way around this. We used to get these blueprints I'm about to show you guys from the marketplace. But as of right now, the only place you can get these keys we're about to do is through a clan. So to start this, you will need to have joined one. And once you get inside, what I suggest you do is come into your menu and fast travel. And we want the Orokin lab here. And we need to pick up each of these blueprints here. These are repeatable blueprints, so we only need to grab one of each. Just select it like this, and usually you'll have a little tab down here that allows you to pick up the blueprint. And once that's done, we can head back to the orbiter. Okay, so once you're back, you're going to want to come to your foundry, and here we can see on the keys tab, we now have the 4 blueprints that we had before. They should tell you on them, look, health is greatly reduced, damage is greatly reduced, speed and shields greatly reduced. This is why Rhino is going to be good, because we have the iron skin, and Limbo is good because it can phase shift and not be affected by most of the damage from enemies. So that's all good. As you can see, we'll also need void tracers for this. So if you're going to be doing this for any elongated amount of time, you will want to be running some void fissures, maybe beforehand or in between, however you want to do it. Either way, once you've got those built, you do in fact need to equip them. So you want to come over to your gear wheel here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw a load of them on. And then your gear wheel might look something like this. We don't actually have to use these in the mission, we just have to have them equipped. Or should I say, we will use them in the mission, but we won't need to like actively select them. So if you want a more kind of convenient place, like for like quick use items, you can still keep that and just keep them kind of in the corners. Should be all good. So with all of those equipped then, and you've chosen a Warframe that's going to be nice and survivable, and at least a weapon that should still be able to do damage, it's time for us to select a mission. So the place that we need to go is Demos. Now this won't work in a defense, should work in a survival, but that's just going to be crazy. Same with the mobile defense, we don't really want those. I highly suggest using a capture, and I'm obviously going to be doing this solo for now. You can do this public, but you'll find that there's a lot of low-level players and stuff just trying to pass through the mission, and they're probably going to interfere. So if you want to, obviously you can divvy up the 4 keys between players. Each player can carry 1 key instead of one person carrying all 4. But for the purpose of this video, this is just way easier for me just to cut them all and go into the mission and show you how this works.
You are here on a capture
so once we're in the mission, obviously the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my iron skin on. If you're playing Limbo, go ahead and do your like normal dodge and you'll be basically immune to damage. I want to hunt down the capture target pretty quickly, so we're just going to head straight over to that. There we go, we'll get the target captured. It's all done. And now what we need to do, we need to look around all of the different nooks and crannies on the map. So, we get the map up here so we can see. Obviously the capture target is usually pretty close to the entrance, so pretty much just going to go back to where we were before, and we just need to search all of the different nooks and crannies. There's so many hidden places here, it's hard for me to kind of say here are like some good places to look, because it can appear pretty much on the end of any kind of hub or in any room. So we are looking for a specific looking door, so give me some time and I should be able to get you guys an example. Okay, I'm just going to cut to this because this is worth mentioning. See these little cats? These are called Kavats. If you can stun them long enough to get a picture of them, sometimes these will drop Kavat genetic code. And if we can get that right now, that'll be way more convenient than farming it up later. Obviously, Rhino's Stomp will slow them down and make it nice and easy. That's why I've got Helios on as well, because Helios can scan them as we go past. And Limbo has the option to stun them, so both Warframes are capable of doing that. I don't know if we actually have a genetic code there. I'll show you guys at the end if we did. But if you do happen to see them and you can get that, that will probably save you a lot of time later. You'll need at least 30 Kavat genetic codes if you want to get yourself a little kitty, and the Smita Kavat is probably one of the best pets in the game, so worth keeping an eye out for as you are going around. Okay, so after a few minutes of searching, and this can be why you want more people, because it can take a while, we have found the door right here. So you can see it's got the 4 different locks on it. We go ahead and press this. We'll take one of the keys to open it, and then we're going to click this. And this is why you want to do a capture rather than exterminate, because after we collect this, corrupted are going to start coming in, and it's going to kind of like give you a Warframe disadvantage. I don't know what the disadvantage is all of the time, but now we're going to have basically a slightly higher level enemies spawning in. So we want to head to the extraction as quickly as we can once we've collected it. Get off me.
It must be valuable.
So we're going to make our way to the extraction now, see what we've got goodies wise. I've managed to scan a few more Kavats as well. I didn't see my genetic code pop up. Let's take a look. Cool, so we did. We managed to get one genetic code, so that's good. And these are the corrupted mods right here. Now, this one isn't probably the most amazing one to look at. This is minus 7% spread for less fire rate. So that's basically making the shotgun more accurate for less fire speed. But there is such a huge amount of these, and I don't think I could fit them all on the screen if I tried. But a good one that I think I got early when I was practicing, I'll show you guys as an example, because we get Warframe versions of these, is Fleeting Expertise, which is really good on Rhino. Obviously, I chose not to use anything like that for the example because it's kind of crazy to use these kind of mods, but I'll show you guys how to do it. It gives us more efficiency for less duration, which is actually pretty good on Rhino. It's not like perfect. It will shorten the effect of the stomp, but it will not shorten the effect of the iron skin, which means that you can basically cast it for less if you want to keep iron skin up, which is really cool. So that's how we get the corrupted mods. I hope that helps you guys out. There are a ton of them. A lot of them actually sell for platinum as well, so I just figured I'd put this into the series. I hope that helps you out. Give it a load of runs. Like you could literally do this as much as you want, and it'll always be good. And I'll see you guys in the next one.